definitely one of the worst season ever. I didn't see any big proper swell. And it's weird because last many sessions that we had, we need to deal with the wind, bad wind. There was something that in my generation in the beginning we never surf. You know, if it was a storm and bad, we never went out. And now we are going out with really bad weather. That's a progression for sure. That's good. I'm not sure. You know, we put a lot of risk inside the water. There's not as much support there should be. There's a lot of people watching. There's a lot of big companies doing shows and whatever. But the surfers are not seeing the money. So I'm not sure. Maybe everyone should slow down, only go out when it's good. And all the show, everything is going around. You know, I don't know.
So yeah, looking like a bit of a dud season, but finally it's come together. Something in the radar for us to get excited about.
Yeah, man. Are you excited? You're always excited, aren't you, Tim? Yeah, I mean, big swells, a lot of wind. Let's see what happens, you know. I thought today was going to be bigger than it actually is, but there's always a training session, so let's make the most out of it.
And normally we wouldn't be going out, but it seems just like so much hype on this whole event. It seems like someone...
I disagree, you know, like I feel like nothing has changed, you know, like I mean back in the day, you know, Claudia and those guys, they used to surf some pretty terrible conditions. So we're just following the legacy.
How's the boy going? Is he going good?
Yeah, he's really going good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's training a lot. He's training a lot also on the Canaries to perform better here.
Right.
Yeah.
And so do you get a bit nervous about him in big waves, like, or he's got a good support?
I'm nervous, yeah, but I'm confident. I trust in his abilities, and I trust also in his judgment of what he's capable to do. I think he has really good judgment of his own skills. I don't think not ready for like more than 20 meters, but I think his skills to judge what he's capable of are really high, and he don't take a risk that is unnecessary, I believe. I trust him in that. Yeah.
So there you have it. We're getting some gold. Pretty exciting. Onshore winds, but yeah, trying to make the most of what we've got. And the winds are backing off, which is a good thing. So yeah, let's keep going.
I think when you're not going out all those big days, the first impression really terrifies you. But well, I've been coming here from 2011, and it's many years, many big days. First thing that I do is go straight to the other side to see where the good ones are, you know. If you're going out, you gotta be sure that you wanna have a bomb, you know. You're not going out to, you know, surf a bad wave that's going to the mush part of the channel. I don't know. My approach is you gotta go to the inside and check and start to surf. Well, it's a giant wave surfing. You know? The danger is part of the game. You know, if you're not prepared to be there, you better don't go. There's a lot of people nowadays that, many amateurs, everyone goes out and not ready to go on that situation. Better stay in the harbor. There's a lot of things going on out there that, you know, people want the picture, want to be part of the thing. You're not ready for it. So if you're not ready for it, stay in the harbor. If you're not ready to get on the danger part, don't go.
So it really is an art, isn't it, to what you do? You know, you look at Alemoa and yourself, you're the two top guys in the game. So what makes it special? Just the experience, I suppose.
What I try to do when I'm out there, I'm trying to, you know, really figure out where the biggest one and probably the easy ones to surf are. And I will try to look if I could surf the wave or not. So that's approach. You know, can I do that? Can I go fast and surf that wave? Well, it's supposed to tomorrow be one of the best angles of the swell, around 300, 305. I don't like it either, you know. If today there's a lot of storms and then storms coming on the same angle than the swell, that's mean that this local storm is pushing the swell. So it's another thing that's not coming from all the way to the other side of the Atlantic and bringing a proper swell. Was a really good run, for sure. Was a really good run. We didn't have a run like this for a long time. I'm stoked to see big waves like yesterday, you know, get scared a little bit, you know, be, you know, focused and serious on what we do. Tomorrow is supposed to be the best one. Let's see how the winds play, because still a little bit of west in the wind. So the little bit of west in the wind is not the best to surf. So let's see. I don't think tomorrow is gonna be as big as yesterday. I think it's still like a wind swell. If they're the same size, it's gonna be very dramatic because their wind is really bad. That wind is way better to, you know, find some waves. I think we're gonna see some pretty crazy waves. Huh?
Dangerous out there tomorrow with that wind?
That wind is the most difficult wind to surf the wave, because blows into the wave. So that's mean if you're going with a lot of speed, you know, your legs start to get a little bit tired and you start to have many bumps. And with the speed, the bumps and the wind, it's not gonna be easy.
Today, I'm going out, and the day that's going to be the biggest day I reckon I've ever seen. It is absolutely huge. And I'm absolutely scared shitless about getting into this lineup, because it's going to be so big that I don't even know how I'm going to deal with it, like mentally. But the only way you're going to get amongst it is to get amongst it, and to get the shot is really important. So I'm out there, I'm excited, and let's just see how we go.
This Herminia storm that we just had here in Nazare was for sure the craziest conditions I've ever surfed with my skimboard, for sure. Luckily, our team has a few players that we can trust on days like this. And yeah, we're just a big crew, and we had like plenty of skis, plenty of good drivers, only a few people willing to surf, but those willing to surf had all the support they needed to in such conditions. So yeah, Will went first and James, and then after was me and Michelle. We all had like 5 rescues split, you know, for both of us, and definitely felt safe. Yeah, Alemoa drove me on that huge day. On the day before, I surfed with Ian. That's 2 guys that I really trust when it comes to huge days, or if not them, would be Shumbo, but unfortunately he was not around. And yeah, Alemoa whipped me into maybe the biggest waves I've ever rode. That's why our team always tries to make sure we get out there, even if we're not surfing, just to see the lineup and get adapted to conditions when it's like triple XL, you know? And with the storm and the wind makes it even harder to read those conditions. So yeah, it's like hard to surf, it's hard to drive, it's hard for the spotters as well. It's even hard to shoot, I guess, because the wave is just so big. And yeah, it's hard, but that was good training for us. We feel every time more ready to face conditions like this, to tow people on waves and make sure we can drive super into the waves and to be ready to rescue on a crazy inside like that, and also to surf and deal with those lines. In my case, yeah, it was just pretty much going straight, making sure I was like bottom turning to the right a little bit just to finish the wave. But it's really hard to, like, as I said, read the waves as a surfer, as a driver, as a rescue, as a spotter. It's just conditions that you only see like maybe once a year or once every few years.
All right, so we're finally on the water. We got Ivo. How we feeling, Ivo? How is it out there? Big,
How
huh?
are you?
How is it?
All good.
How are the waves?
They are huge.
And we're about to get right amongst them. Let's see. Hopefully we stay safe.
For sure, the biggest swell of the year. Extremely conditions. More than 100-foot waves out there. Gnarly. We on the way, me and James, with Jose, Lucas Fink, Jan, Michelle, Will Santana too. All the crew ready for a ride. Let's check if it's possible to surf today. Kind of hard conditions. Let's see how it is. Woo! What's up, James?
Fuck, mate. Are you kidding me?
It's fucked up. We're so far outside now, far from the cliff. Look at the distance. Over a kilometer.
How's it, boys? How's it going? Man, the waves are huge.
So we're sitting here on the inside. There's huge waves breaking all over the place, but they're not actually breaking because they're so big. They're just great big lumps of water. Looks like something coming, so we better get back on it.
Yeah, the conditions were insane. I think like this must have been the craziest manifestation of the nature I've ever seen. Waves that big, with waves that big, winds that strong, being able to go out there and surf it was epic. That felt like the furthest out lineup I've ever seen for sure. I remember like just looking at the cliff and it was almost like a kilometer away, I don't know. And yeah, I decided to surf the rides on like peak 1. We kind of call it almost like peak 0 when it's like that, just because it's like really in front of the lighthouse. But if you're surfing ride, you end up like going almost towards Praia da Vila, like where not much goes on over there. Even though the swell was huge and the direction was okay, didn't make it that perfect. It was just triple XL, huge, super far out, messy, gnarly. Biggest we've seen this season, no doubt. Maybe one of the biggest I've seen around here, but definitely not the most perfect or anything like that. But there were some surfable waves. We've seen worse. We've probably surfed worse too. So gotta make the most of anything you get out here.
Yeah, definitely. I think there was some 80 feet bombs there, maybe even bigger. But as the shape wasn't as good as the other time, you know, there's like weird 80 feet, not proper 80 feet.
Yep. And tomorrow you expect it to be better because of the direction, and what are you thinking?
I don't think tomorrow is going to be as big as yesterday. I think it's still like a wind swell. If they're the same size, it's going to be very dramatic because their wind is really bad. That wind is way better to, you know, find some waves. I think we're gonna see some pretty crazy waves.
Dangerous out there tomorrow with that wind?
That wind is the most difficult wind to surf the wave because blows into the wave. So that's mean if you're going with a lot of speed, you know, your legs start to get a little bit tired and you start to have many bumps. And with the speed, the bumps and the wind, it's not gonna be easy.
So there you have it, 3 incredible raw energy days here at Nazare. It took months for it to turn up, but it finally did. And when it came with so much power. I mean, even on that second day, I was so sketchy being on the jet ski. I was like nervous of it all. And then the third day was like, came with all this crazy wind, but still some huge waves were ridden. I hope you liked it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and please subscribe. It makes a huge difference. And as I always say, we'll see you on the next Swell Chase.